Hello. So, how did you sleep last night? So, a lot of people ask me how to boost their metabolism. And so, we're going to take a deep dive into everything metabolism this month. It's going to be a big month. All of my lives, a lot of my posts, and we are going to have a 5-day jumpstart metabolism challenge that starts on July 13th, I think. So, stay tuned for that. I've got a ton of great information to share with you. This 5-day metabolic jumpstart challenge you can sign up for, I think is going to be really, really fun. It's going to be emails, it's going to be challenges, tons of education. But before I get into all of that good stuff, including how sleep affects your metabolism and results, let me again introduce myself in case you don't already know me. I'm Heather Hammerstedt. I'm an emergency medicine doctor here in Boise, Idaho. I'm a lifestyle medicine doctor and I'm a health coach. Lots of other hats I wear, including mama. My wet hair is a testament that we just got out of the pool like minutes ago because it's summer, right? What we do here at Holist is that we help people figure out their mindset around food, and we figure out the what and the when that they specifically need to be eating to get to the body and the mind that they really want and deserve to get them to sustainable health futures. So if you're watching with me live, write live below. And if you're watching replay, write me a replay. That helps Facebook bump this up so other people can see, okay, are you ready? Pay close attention because you're going to have your mind blown when I share a few stats about how much sleep can impact your metabolism. So first, let's lay the groundwork with a very simplified explanation of what your metabolism actually is, okay? It's tempting to think of your metabolism as like a thing, kind of like your body's speedometer that controls the rate your body burns energy. But your metabolism is much more complex than that. It's a complex process, if you're watching from Canada, where your body turns the food you eat into energy. And since you have dozens of trillions of cells, you can just imagine how complicated this whole process is. So a long list of things that can affect your metabolism, including many things you can't control, like your age, genetics, whether you're male or female, much, much more. The good news is that there are a lot of things you can do to rev up or slow down your metabolism based on your lifestyle choices. And you guessed it, sleep falls into that category. So is sleep an issue for you? If it is, give me a like or a angry face if it's bad for you. And if you're one of those lucky people who sleep through the night, no problem, give me a heart. That's good. Have you ever had a bad night of sleep and felt hungry the entire next day? Those of you who are docs like me or other shift workers where you have to work overnight or you work a 24-hour call, like you know that really affects your hunger, right? This is because your body's hormonal system takes a hit when it doesn't get enough rest. So give me a like if you've noticed that. Scientists believe that it's linked to a disruption in two hormones called ghrelin and leptin. So ghrelin signals to make you feel hungry. Leptin signals to make you feel full or signals when you should feel full. So I like to think of leptin as my like shut off valve a little bit. When you don't get enough sleep, your body can release more of the hunger hormone and less of the feeling full hormone. So now you can see how you can end up eating more, but still like never really feeling fully satisfied. Plus, adding to the fact that you might feel like you have less willpower. Now, you guys all know I don't believe like willpower is this whole thing about food. I believe more in skill power because this is a hormonal dysregulation problem. And this is one of the reasons why, because if it's a hormonal problem where you have hormones that are telling you when you are hungry and when you're not hungry, your hand's going in the pantry, right? Unless you have the skills to understand what your body is telling you to do, understand the sensations that you're having, and you have the skills to know what to do with that. So when we're talking about sleep, not getting enough sleep can also activate a part of your brain that is especially sensitive to seeing or smelling food. Crazy, right? Which obviously can want you to eat it, can make you want to eat it even more. So all of that just lays the groundwork for taking in more food, more calories, more everything than your body might need. So this leads me to the second part of how not getting enough sleep really affects your metabolism, and that has to do with the burning off of that fuel. Have you ever had a few bad nights of sleep in a row and noticed that the scale goes up? Give me a like if you have, even if that is frustrating to you. It's a real thing. Research has found that when adults were limited to 5 hours of sleep a night over 5 nights, they actually gained weight. They put on an average of 1.8 pounds. Like, that's a significant amount for 5 hours of sleep a night over 5 nights. Another study found that only getting 5 hours of sleep at night cuts the rate of fat loss by more than 50%. Crazy. Okay. The worst thing for sleep is stressing about not sleeping, right? There are some things you can experiment with to help you get a better night of sleep. So, are you ready? Give me a heart if you're ready to hear. Yes, give me some feedback. Okay, thank you. I'm seeing some of you here. Awesome. Okay, so here's some things. Number one, get some sunshine in the morning to reinforce your natural circadian rhythm. Number two, sneak in exercise during the day. One of the best times to do exercise in terms of stimulating your sleep rhythm and the hormones that go along with that is exercising in the afternoon in the sunshine outside. Among many other things, this exercise can help you with your body's stress hormones and make you more physically tired, so your body wants to sleep at night. But it really does also stimulate when your cortisol and when your melatonin are triggered, and those are essential in sleep. Number three, if naps get in the way of your sleep routine, try to avoid them, especially late in the afternoon. Like a short cat nap after lunch is fine if you're lucky enough to have one, but later in the day, try to avoid that. Number four, lastly, some people find that having coffee or other caffeinated beverages after 2 p.m. can really impact their sleep. For me, I rarely drink coffee anymore, but when I do, it literally has to be like 12 hours before I'm going to go to sleep, for like 8 hours at max, because I really find that that affects me a lot. And the way that my brain is all the time, like I don't I don't need any more speed up. What other things kind of off the cuff here? We talked earlier in the last month, I think we did a sleep training. We talked about using red hued lights instead of blue lights in the evening, avoiding those screens, making sure you're not eating carbohydrates before 3 hours before bed. The red lights really help your retina kind of understand exactly where you are in terms of going to sleep. So those are some other thoughts. And if you didn't see that, go back and look for it. So, okay, those are things you can do during the day to help you improve your sleep. What are some other things? Alcohol, staying away from alcohol before you go to bed, that can contribute to some restless sleep, as well as waking up a few hours after being in sleep. Let me see here. Who's commenting here? Someone says, I can't see who you are. Someone's, because I'm on StreamYard and you didn't push the little StreamYard thingy, but it says I can drink coffee and in 15 minutes go to sleep. My husband's like that. It's amazing. What else? You want to make sure that your bedroom is sleep friendly. So it needs to be dark. It needs to be cool. It needs to be quiet. And you might also want to try adding some white noise. There are a lot of great apps you can use. There's one that I use that has actually like a brown noise part of it. It's like much like coarser and louder. I really love it. So I work at night in the emergency department, right? So I sleep during the day and I have these fans that, like, you wouldn't believe. My husband walks in and he's like, how do you even sleep in here? But we got to find something that works for you, you know? So this last one might be a bit of a toughie, but if you're used to sleeping with your dog or cat on the bed, try changing that up for a few nights. See if you get a little bit more extra room and see if that helps. All cards are on the table, right? So if none of those seem to work for you, it's worth bringing up for your doctor at your next visit, because your sleep affects so much beyond your metabolism. But today, really what I wanted to bring to you is really understanding that if you're struggling with your weight, sleep is so much more of a aspect of this than you really understand, as is sleep, as is mindfulness, as is planning and organization. Really figuring out exactly how to align all those other things for you can really make a difference when you're coming to scale victories as well as non-scale victories. We have one comment here, trying to drink more water, but then I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, so you've got to figure out what your ounces are. So basically an ounce per kilo is what you're supposed to be taking in per day, an ounce per kilo of what your weight is. You're supposed to be drinking that per day. But you've got to spread it throughout the day and stop within a couple of hours of going to bed, or you're going to be up all night long. So there's that. And then someone else, Kelly's asking about melatonin. Yeah, melatonin's okay. I think it's okay. You can use it to try to stimulate your sleep. The goal of melatonin, I think, is to help you get into a rhythm that seems comfortable and regular, and then weaning yourself off of it and seeing if your own melatonin can do that for yourself. So that's about it for today. I just wanted to say thank you for joining me. I'm so thankful for my Curate Your Health community. You guys really lift my spirits. Here at Holist, we're really passionate about helping people really dig into the real reasons why you're making the choices that you are around food and movement, helping you with your thoughts, really digging into figuring out what are those subconscious thoughts that are holding you back, really doing the work that can help you to make sustainable health changes for the rest of your life, and to curate the body that you've been wanting, but more importantly, curating the mind that you've been wanting. So if you're interested in hearing more about what we do, drop us a comment, just say strategy, and we'll try to hop on a call with you and see what it is that you need. If it's us, that's awesome. If it's not, we have tons of resources. And stay in touch with us here on the Facebook group, because really I have tons of stuff coming up. We've got 2 podcasts a week that are being released for Curate Your Health. I just did a live from the pool about an hour ago with some great interviews that I just did today. We've got this 5-day metabolic jumpstart coming up, and really a lot of exciting things coming up in terms of mindful eating challenges, plant-based eating challenges, and all sorts of stuff planned. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm about to hop on for a group coaching call with our clients, and really excited to hear all of the wins that everyone's been having. You guys have an awesome July evening, and lots of love, and ciao, ciao.